Decider. Yeah, man. So production tab is up. It's Rail versus FOD, and hang on, wait, what? So Rail is playing Protoss, is he? Does FOD even know that? I don't know. Did he load in as Protoss? Did he load in as random? Oh no, there's only one reason he's playing Protoss. It's because he's gonna play some dirty little filthy cheese. You know, this is the map where first pylon here, followed up by 3 gateways in that position, can lead to a very unpleasant zealot push. I think you turn up with, is it 4 gateways you drop? I don't know. I've done it a couple of times to people. It's vile. I haven't done it in ages, but I have a feeling it's about the 3-minute mark you turn up with 6 zealots, and that's unpleasant. You know, it's unpleasant. Yeah, so maybe that's what it's going to be. I wouldn't have built it there though. I definitely wouldn't have built it there. And I'll tell you for why. If your opponent scouts your base, if he sends a worker across the map, the worker's going to come down this ramp and see that immediately. So, you know, so don't build it there. Build it over here. Anyway, that's not what he's done. So what's the hotkey for a quick view? Any idea? Oh, there it is. Yeah, vision. So FOD can't see this stuff. Oh, it isn't that. Oh, but he sees it now. It's on his mini map. You see this, don't you, FOD? And that's the right response. Yeah, full wall off. The worker isn't going to be able to get up, so he's not going to have any vision up the ramp. And now just expand and don't worry about a thing. Go and have a look around, see what he's done, and very much send a worker over to his base, because if he's building all this guff here, that means he's probably got nothing at home. So I don't know, this I can only imagine is going to fail hard. This is going to fail very hard indeed. The worker can't get up to give them vision, and these cannons can just finish this. So my next step is okay, he hasn't got a side core yet. Build a side core, drop a factory? Don't drop a factory. Can't just change race to Terran halfway through. No, drop a robotics bay, possibly even 2, and just crank out immortals so that you can go down and mop this up. But yeah, this is absolutely the right thing to do. Expand, know that you're ahead, just know that you're winning. And what's he going to do? Is he going to cannon his opponent in? I wouldn't mind him doing that. I'd drop this one and then get the worker up into your opponent's base. You know, because as soon as you see that he's got nothing, you know, just cannon rush him, like he's tried to do to you. This cannon rush, you know, stop spending money on this. It hasn't worked. So go home. That, you know, 450 minerals that you've just dropped there that could have been a nexus. No to this. Just no. Like a cannon here means that you can't mine, because no. What's going on? Yeah, sure, cancel it. You know, nexus. Could end up a really weird game. Okay, so FOD, what else have you got going on? You're not mining gas, and I wish you would. What you need to do, now that the side core is up, is either build a robo so that you can bust out of here, because Immortals mock cannons. I mean, they laugh at them. They literally simply chortle their way through cannons, sniggering at cannons. So, you know, Robo, alternatively, Stargate, because he's got all of this stuff. He's spending a fortune down here. So, you know, and you've already found out that Rail absolutely loves an Oracle in the mineral line. So, why not? But let's see. Nothing wrong with simply knowing that you've got an expo and your opponent doesn't, and just making sure that don't build them too close, because then stuff at the top of the ramp can shoot it. I'd move those back a bit so that anything that wants to shoot them has to actually come down the ramp and take a piston. Okie dokie. What a weird game this is turning out to be. Yeah, in the production tab, you know, a cannon building, a bit of this, a bit of that, a zealot or whatever. Can't get down this ramp. He really does need to find out about this guff over here. Yeah, meanwhile, Rail doesn't actually know for sure that his opponent has got an expo. Does he know about this stuff? Well, it looks like he does. Certainly it's on his mini-map, and yeah, that's kind of hard to miss. What's going to happen? Yeah, FOD building the Robo, and that's going to be the one. Yeah, personally I'd wait until I had 2 or 3 immortals before I'd even try this. And the way to do it is come down, pop a couple of cannons, go back up, let the shields recharge, come down, pop the next 2, go back up. And not really lose anything. I don't understand why Rail is still building cannons down here. I don't know what he's hoping to achieve with that. So when these buildings finish up, there's a pretty good chance FOD will see workers mining from here. A building in construction does not have as much sight range as a completed building. So, oh no, won't. So you could see the vision range increase just fractionally there, but it wasn't quite enough to allow him to see these. So still unaware that that's happening. Shields being researched. Meanwhile, Rail building additional cannons for reasons I'm not sure of. You know, with all of these cannons down here, the one thing that you might do is either have a sentry for a hallucination, or drop a robo for an observer, or a stargate. Put something in the air, basically. Something flying that can sit here with enough sight range so that these cannons can shoot this stuff. To be honest though, I'm not even sure that's within range, is it? That might be. But, you know, you're not really going to get a lot done with them. I really wish he would stop building cannons here. Look at this. You know, what, 18 cannons at 150 each? That's, you know, it's thousands of minerals that could have been spent on useful stuff. And look at this, nothing at home. Had you spent those minerals on some stuff at home, then you wouldn't be about to be just destroyed by 3 stalkers and 4 zealots. But that is what's about to happen. So depower all of that stuff. He needs to get all of this stuff together. No point, you know. I would say yes, do go and attack these cannons. Attack them fast, but get the stalkers involved as well. You're not going to get enough surface area on that pylon. Yeah, kill the forge, I suppose, would be a good outcome from this. If your opponent clearly likes to build cannons, kill the forge so that he can't build any more. Yeah, I think these cannons that he's building, I'm not so sure range-wise whether or not these cannons will be able to prevent the stalkers from focusing down the Nexus. I don't think they will. They won't. So these stalkers can just sit there. No! Please make it stop. Oh God, no. What's going on? What's happening here? You know what I mean? In the name of Zeratul, what just happened? You know, on hold position, just wreck the Nexus. You know, on hold position. Don't, like 3 stalkers for what, 2 extra probe kills? No. Kill the Nexus. Nexus dead. No stalkers lost. Anyway, that's not what happened. So, let's have a look at the income tab. That should be fairly revealing. So FOD comfortably doubling the income of his opponent. Gas similar though, so you know, I think that's actually about to change, because I think I just saw some workers get transferred in there. These are a rolling average, so this doesn't change instantly, but now you see it kind of going up to reflect that those workers being transferred, and it will go up significantly. So mining off 4 gases. He's got a third up. You could call it a ninja, I suppose. He's producing stuff that is going to help him break out of here. He's got a Stargate, so maybe a fairly useful option for breaking your way out of this would be Fleet Beacon and Tempests, because Tempests outrange the cannons, so they can just shoot them at their leisure from here. Needs to find out about this, but to be honest, there's only 6-7 workers mining there, 6, so it's not that big a deal. It's really, you can't help but feel that it is only a matter of time in this game before FOD wins. Look at this, look at it. What are all these building pylons? What's he gonna come in and hit here? I don't know. I wouldn't leave these zealots to their own devices, because it's hard to get surface area on the cannons. So I don't know. It's a lot of zealots, that's for sure. I guess FOD can kind of afford to throw these away. It just doesn't really matter. I guess take out the side core and prevent your opponent from teching up is not a crazy plan. I wouldn't focus on the pylon, because there's only actually 3 zealots doing any work there, but he's got it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Rail, you could have played this differently if you hadn't have spent such an insane amount of money on cannons. You could have done a lot better. But you didn't. So I don't know why he pulled that stalker back. Yeah, just leave him standing there. Yeah. So this game's as good as over. So a bit of a weird decider, a bit of a weird finish to this this best of 3. Both players actually with significant money in the bank. There's all sorts of ways for FOD to win from here. Very few ways for Rail to win from here. Arguably one of them could be DTs. If you have, say, 5 DTs and you just run them past here. To be honest though, they won't even get past. The charge lots will, the cannons will reveal them, and the charge lots will simply get in the way of them. But potentially a DT drop into the main here could do some damage. But even if you kill all of this, you still are, you're still way behind. Yeah, interesting that FOD has built DTs with this many. Just freeing up. Oh yes, they get through. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's what you need how to get a worker past 20 cannons. Just send 15 workers and one of them will make it. That's great. Personally, I think building a warp prism would have been, a slightly more financially viable way of doing that. But, whatever. So what are these zealots going to do? Run to their death against the cannons? I'm not sure. They are +2 attack, +1 shield. Still no immortal light, and that's kind of disappointing, because an immortal, it is the best unit that Protoss has really against these, or indeed, as I said, a Tempest, just purely for the range. Colossus are great as well, because they outrange the cannons. Anything that either outranges them or is just hardy enough to take cannon shots in the face. So is he just going to go for this with the zealots? It looks like he is, and that's a lot of zealots. So they need a little bit of management. He's trying to focus on the pylons by the looks of things, and I think it will probably work. Yeah, with that many cannons, bear in mind pylons are actually harder to kill than cannons, but when one pylon is powering that many cannons, it's definitely worth targeting the pylon. There's the GG. It's all over. All of those cannons in the end achieved roughly nothing. So 2-1. FOD goes through. What a bizarre game. Hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it, and there'll be some more casts coming, I don't know, soon. GG.